We have to remember that Chardonnay is only a recent addition to the scene in South Africa. It might have started not in the Vinyards Valley, but eventually in the 80s, plantings of Chardonnay in the Vinyards Valley from the Hamilton Russell Vineyards wanted to show South Africa that this specific place were looking more like Burgundy than the south of France or Italy or Spain. Therefore, they've been focusing on Pinot Noir, but as well a beautiful Chardonnay. And I know I should not be biased, but this is definitely one Chardonnay that my French friend asked me to bring every time I'm going to France. The 2021 vintage, the new release from Hamilton Russell Vineyards. What do you think of it, Kathy?
I think it's showing absolutely beautifully. It is very young, being a 2021 vintage, and that shows for me mostly on the palate, which is still very primary, but the oak is so well integrated that it just, more than anything we've tasted this morning, actually contributes to the structure and the shape of the wine rather than contributing spice or vanilla or cooking spices. So it's got this beautiful lemon fruit spectrum on the nose and on the palate, which is just immediately engaging. It's just so beautiful, and there's this kind of little bit of magic that happens when really good Chardonnay grapes get put into really good oak barrels. It's something about Chardonnay fruit that you find, for me, mostly in Montrachet or in Puligny, in Chisson, where the fruit is of such a good quality, even though they're fermenting in 100% new oak barrels, the oak is barely there. And that's the sense that I get with this wine. It's lemon fruit, preserved lemon, lemon thyme, lemon sherbet, and then a little bit of herby complexity going across it. It's beautifully pure, it's beautifully fresh, and it's long, and it needs the time to develop a little bit more complexity.
I think really here purity is a key marker. This wine shows, I mean, the wood is perfectly integrated, and that's a very bright and clever use of French oak in this winemaking. And yes, I think we deal here, also the descriptors of the wine can be fairly classic. It's have some lemon cream, you have some broad spectrum of lemon fruits. But when you have that wine on the palate, it's immediate creaminess. Oh, yes. It seems finished. There's nothing in progress. The wine is young, but as a young wine, it already delivering emotions. And like my grandfather used to say, a great wine has to be great. A bad wine doesn't turn into a great wine with age. And I think that's what we have with this 2021 Chardonnay from Hamilton Russell Vineyards. It can compare with a classic, like you said, Chassagne and Puligny, and I would add Meursault to that for the extreme creaminess of that wine. And I know we should be talking about purely and proudly South African, but this is the pride of one of the best Chardonnay we make in that country, and it's extremely regular. I mean, every year they produce a mind-blowing wine, but the texture of that wine, it's just silk to me.
Well, there you have it. It's silken, and it lasts and lasts and lasts in your mouth. It's really beautiful. So well made, so well balanced. And as you say, a little bottle to age is going to add complexity, but the wine is showing its class even now.
It probably already sold out. That's a bit of the problem with that wine.
Problem.
But yeah, this balance of this lemony side and the herbs. But when we say herbs, or when I say herbs, please don't think about greenness. Just you got sometimes a touch of bitterness that just enhancing the freshness perception of the wine. But don't look for hard component here. It's just integrated.
That's it. I can't say anymore. It's beautiful.
Can I get another glass? Let's get another glass. I'm Milton Russell, 2021 Chardonnay from the Emmerich Valley. Classic wine. Classic in the sense of
True
iconic.
classic.
Yes. Thank you.